One of my reading goals for 2024 is to read more books. I want to read 50 books this year, and I also want to read more books that I already own. For this purpose, I decided to create a book bingo, because I've been seeing at the end of the year a lot of book bingos on Instagram, and I figured it would be a fun idea to motivate myself to read more as well, because I am someone who is very goal-oriented and I love games, I love completing quests, I love getting like small rewards for it. So marking off things in a bingo is actually something that would really motivate me to read more. So in today's video, I will show you the setup of my 2024 fantasy book bingo. This is my personal version. I will of course also be posting it to my Instagram. It will be in the highlights there, so you can find it as well, and you can of course also participate if you want. At the moment that I'm recording this video, I own a total of 160 books and I've read about 40 of them, so that leaves about 120 books to read, and my goal for this year is to read 50. So I would need more than 2 years to, I think, read all of the books that I currently own. So to motivate myself, I created this bingo. This is what it looks like in my reading journal. I will of course be putting it on screen as well. I've created a 5x5 bingo, so for 25 books. So for now, I've called this the fantasy reading bingo, but it's actually my 2024 motivation to read more books. So I will quickly go over what is in the cases of the bingo. Now, for myself, I wanted to give myself a few guidelines, but also not restrict myself too much. So instead of having specific books, I picked authors, themes, there are some specific books, etc. So I will quickly go over the first row, which says Lee Bardugo, because I currently own Six of Crows and the second book to it. I also own the Grisha trilogy, and I own 2 other books by them. So I have a bunch of Lee Bardugo books, and I haven't read a single one of them. Up next is Empire of the Damned, releasing in March, my main book of this year, I think, that I'm looking forward to. Then a duology. So I want to read and finish a duology. If I don't start a new duology, finishing 2 old duologies will also count for this. Then books from the Hades and Persephone series. I have all 7 books and I've read only the first one. I really did enjoy it, so I need to continue those. A vampire book. A Fae book, a 2024 release, a book by Holly Black, a book under 300 pages, Gideon the Ninth, because I think from the description that I will really love that series, so I want to just start it. I have Gideon the Ninth, I also have Harrow the Ninth in my bookshelf. I don't have Nonna the Ninth just yet because I'm looking at them secondhand, so maybe one day I will have it as well, but I want to start that series. On the third row, we start with a softcover book. Up next, a dragon book. Then any book. This is like the free case that you mostly have with bingo. At McDonald's, because I do own several books by them and I want to read them. A Fairy Loot edition, a Illumicrate edition, a trilogy. Again, this could be a new trilogy that I start or a trilogy that I finish. A book by T. Kingfisher, a hardcover book, a book by Rosaria Munda, a romantasy book, reread an old favorite, a book over 500 pages, a book talk hype, and a new gaming book. As you may see, the one that I have here has the actual description at the top of the case instead of central. And the main reason is because as I go along and read books, I want to write down which book it was. And also I want to only have 1 book for 1 case. So for example, Empire of the Damned is coming out. That only counts as the case of Empire of the Damned. It will not count for a vampire book or a hardcover book, etc. So I really want for each case to have separate books, to have different books, to motivate myself to read more. So this is the setup of my 2024 fantasy reading bingo. If this is something in which you want to participate, you are of course more than welcome to. The bingo will go up on my stories on the day that I'm releasing this video, which is the 12th of January. And then of course it will also be in the highlights under the templates. If you are creating your own bingo, or if you have others that you think I might enjoy, feel free to let me know as well. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you want to see more by me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I make videos every single week and I would love to have you for every single one of them. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye!